Hey everybody out there, it's Patrick from Building with Dad and Riley. Thank you for joining me for another Monday vlog. This vlog hopefully will be a little short today. I don't really have a subject matter, so I'm just going to do basically what happened over the weekend and a few channel updates, and then my year-end goals as well. I want to say them out loud on my channel so then I can go back and measure. There's no better way to measure yourself than, a YouTube video, because, you say what your goal is. You knew your mindset at that time of making that video, what you had planned, and it's going to be fun to see how it turns out in the future. And in other news for my channel, my sig fig has made it onto another YouTube channel. Mike from 3 Brick Friends has made my sig fig, and just like with the brick adjuster, it's always flattering and very cool to see your sig fig on someone else's channel. I saw it right in the thumbnails, although I normally try to watch all Mike's videos anyway, but it was hard, not, of course I'm going to click on that one because I saw my sig fig in there. So, thanks Mike for making my sig fig, and I'm in the process, or at least a thought process, of starting a sig fig collection of my own from other Lego YouTubers, because having the feeling of seeing my sig fig on someone else's channel, I want to give that feeling back to the whole community, and of course by starting collecting my own sig figs of other YouTubers. Also, we got a new subscriber that is pretty famous out there in Lego YouTube, and normally what I try to do is, as people subscribe to me, I try to look back and see if they put out any content of their own, especially if it's Lego related, and I try to sub back. Unfortunately, I can't watch all the videos from all my subscriptions, but I can at least see what the community's doing, what kind of videos everybody's making, and if it's really good or something I'm really interested in, of course I'll watch it and comment. But when looking through that list, I noticed that the Brickzar has subscribed to our channel. Of course, the Brickzar is a very popular YouTube channel. He's got a lot of subscribers, and he's just been around for a really long time. He's one of the first Lego YouTubers that I remember at the beginning putting out a lot of content. So it's very, we're honored to have him as a subscriber, as well as we're really excited to see what new content he's going to be putting out. He just took a little break from Lego YouTube, tried to refreshen himself and refreshen his channel. So we're really excited to see what he's going to do moving forward. And now on to twerking. As I try to do every Saturday is go on to the live stream. I usually at least try to check in for an hour or so and join all the guys and all the people building. This week was hosted by Chris Productions, and he was making some really cool, he was trying to make a Friends one, which was very interesting. I guess it's cool to watch somebody that has that many pink and purple pieces. We have a lot of Friends set, but we don't have quite as many as those. So he made like a little beach scene or whatever with purple and pink, and it was just definitely different. Plus he's got his huge mock that actually Big B has mentioned in that live stream that it kind of blended in and he forgot about it, but it's just this epic mock, this epic Star Wars mock that obviously everybody's excited to see the completion of that. And the Rebel symbol that he has on the door is just ridiculous. It's awesome, awesome build. But anyway, they were talking about in the beginning of this live stream about this crossover audience, and specifically referring to the Nick's Brick Life, his channel, his family's live stream that they do. Usually I've noticed they've been doing it more and more on Saturdays. They did do a couple Fridays, but I think they're going to stick with Saturdays. But anyway, also on Friday night stream, Maniac for Bricks had this similar experience to this crossover audience, and I didn't exactly understand what they were talking about, and just being a curious guy myself, I had to find out. So of course I went, as I'm watching the live stream, I also have the Brick Adjusters live stream pulled up. They had mentioned the specific time when this crossover audience happened or whatnot. And basically what it was is some girl twerking, and twerking, if you don't know, is like the suggestive dance that like Miley Cyrus does and other, pop culture people, I don't know. Anyway, so it's this, dance, and it was on the Brick Adjusters. I think he's edited it out since, but it's very rude for this person to do that, obviously, on both channels. Of course, Nick and Maria are trying to have this family-oriented live stream, and this was not such a family dance. However, it was pretty funny. It breaks the monotony, gave people something to talk about on the live stream. So as much as I think it's, you know, rude and not very nice to do, and hopefully they can move forward and correct this problem and not have this happen again. It was pretty funny as well, because in the background there was actually like Star Wars, I guess there were Star Wars bed sheets, and there's like a Star Wars plaque that I saw in the background. So the girl was, or this person was very appropriate in it being Star Wars month. So at least they're theme based and they're going along with the live streams themes, I guess. But anyway, as far as updates for our channel goes, we have actually got to do some building this weekend, which that's long overdue. It seems like it's been 2 weeks since I really sat down and tried to work on my mock. Even though that's not necessarily true, but I haven't done really good work or a lot of time on it, mainly because I haven't had a lot of pieces for the mock. The good news is I did place an order. That's the most important thing I think I did, is place this order, and that will bring in some more pieces. One of the structures should be pretty near completion, so hopefully once again, you know, next week, maybe 2 weeks, I should release something, and that would be good. And then I'm going to keep going towards that and keep trying to build and keep trying to get more of that done, and try not to keep concentrating on making videos, even though obviously that's pretty important for a LEGO YouTube channel as well. One of the things that I have done is I've worked on completing some of these old sets. I have the Renegade here that I'm going to try to do a review on, but this was basically sitting in the corner, just getting in the way, half built, you know, but I basically have taken the time, washed the parts, and ordered. I'm only missing one part for the Renegade, so hopefully I'll do a review for that, and so that way I can kind of put it away and move on with other projects, as well as we have the Waterfall Rescue from Friends. We have this set we're working on. We want to get a review of that, just because it's something that, you know, reviews are not something I want to do all the time, but I definitely want to, when I have a set, I want to share that and share my thoughts on it. So that's basically what I've been doing. I've been trying to really just work on the menial tasks, the behind the scenes things, and trying to set up a list of goals that I want to accomplish by the end of the year. Alright, so here they are. Here are the goals. I'm going to go ahead and state them, and I hope I can, you know, do this, or at least try to get to these goals. So goal number 1 is to build 4 more mocks. Now, the building that I'm building now will have probably 4 different structures in it, so I'm not counting those. I'm counting that as one mock. So we're talking 3 other, besides that one, I want to complete 3 others by the end of the year. Also, goal number 2 is to start another big, massive mock. Obviously, the Jam Factory is one of my biggest or most watched video, and so if I build something else that's really big, I might attract more subscribers and get more views, and that's kind of the point of YouTube. So that's something I had in the back of my mind for a long time. I have an idea of what I want to build really huge. It's for the city, it's for the residential area, but I'm going to try to at least start that project before the end of the year. So that way, you know, I have a base, and then maybe the next goal for the next year is to actually finish it. My third goal would be to start and complete 2 Star Wars mocks. I have the idea and the layout. I pretty much have it built in my head for the first Star Wars mock that I want to do. Obviously, this one is going to be different in the fact that I think I'm going to be using lights in it, which is going to be new for me. But once again, I want, just like with my city mocks, I kind of want to push the building and get as much in there as possible, make it look detailed and realistic as possible. So, you know, like I said, I probably will run into some problems with using lights, and because I've never really worked with lights before. So I want to get that started and at least finish 2 of those Star Wars mocks before the end of the year. My goal number 4 is to make the channel look more professional. Maybe a new logo, maybe a new lead-in, a new channel lead-in as opposed to what we have now. You know, just to make it look real professional, so if I do build something big again, you know, I have this channel that looks a little professional, and maybe people will be more apt to subscribe to our channel, so that way we can get new subscribers as well. My 5th goal is to start selling custom sets on Bricklink. Actually, I haven't put up the haul yet, but I'm actually working on that. That's kind of where I've been spending my money on Lego. It's parts that I can't use because they're for sets that hopefully I will sell. They have the mock, it's not mock pages, but it's like the mock store on Bricklink, and this is very new. So I think this is something that, for me, it's something that I want to do, as opposed to being more of a parts seller. I'm more of a parts buyer. I like buying parts. I like looking. I like shopping for parts. You know, although I do sell some parts, and I do want to expand what I sell, just because I'll have more on hand, and then it'll make my mock building process go a little faster. But to kind of fund it, I want to sell some sets, make a little extra cash that can help support my channel and help me grow a little bit faster. And then 6 is going to be having business cards. Obviously, that's part of having a new logo, and you can stamp the logo on a business card and then advertise your website. There's countless times that I'm somewhere talking to somebody about, you know, making Lego YouTube videos, and it would be just nice to be able to check us out. You know, here's our channel. Goal number 7 is to make t-shirts for Riley and I to wear about if we ever go to any Lego conventions. Mama really wants to go to a Kids Fest again. She had a lot of fun at the last one. I really want to go to, you know, an AFOL or more of an AFOL-esque type convention. Unfortunately, we're not going to be able to make it out to Philly this year, but we're hoping to make it out. They have a Brick Fair, Virginia that we're hopefully going to make it to. I did mention that to Mama, so we'll see how that goes. Unfortunately, I don't think I'm going to be doing any displaying this year, as I really just kind of want to go and check it out and get the vibe and get how much space you have. You know, talk to some of the people that will be displaying. The fortunate thing for me is I'm meeting people via YouTube, so when I go up, I'll be able to ask them, like, well, how was carrying in all your Lego? What did you have to do? What's the overall general experience that you had? So I can get some pointers and things that are going to help me when I, you know, get it to the point where I can display. But that's basically all I have. You know, now that I've set these goals, it's going to be easy for me to go back and see where I'm at in, you know, 6 months and see if I'm close or not. And the reason why I also want to set these goals is I kept thinking of doing the year-end review for my channel, being on a Monday vlog or something like that, and just thinking how cool it's going to be, because every day my channel grows a little bit more and more. But now I really want to get focused and push for it to grow and really help it grow, and by doing more mocks and things of that sort and becoming a little bit more professional. So instead of just taking a passive role and watching it grow, I want to make it grow. But so now I have these goals to set. I'm really looking forward to the year-end vlog that I get to do, and looking back at where our channel started, because it's pretty much really started. We had 70 subscribers at the beginning of the year. Now we're at about 760, so we are growing pretty rapidly, and it's very exciting. I'm just excited to see, you know, where we're going to be at in a year. But that's all I have for you today. I hope you join me next Monday for my next vlog, and until we get a mock build or something of that sort, I'll see you later.